Welcome to Good Day LA. It's 8 o'clock. I'm Jen Lammers.
I'm Bob DeCastro. Thanks for being with us, you pumpkin heads. Let's get over it. That's what the Smashing Pumpkin fans are.
Oh, got
Pumpkin
you.
heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were over here talking about the upcoming holiday weekend and how it is the unofficial start to the summer season.
It is.
So this is kind of when we market. A lot of kids
Ready, set, go.
A lot of kids are out of school. Some are out at the end of this month, but certainly all those proms are going on this weekend for sure. We've got some patchy clouds outside right now, extending to some of our Inland Empire areas. But if you look at the last few frames, it's just starting to dissipate and burn off because of the sunshine that's out there. And we have the offshore flow, so that wind coming out of the northeast really helping to scare out that cloud cover. But it is still cool in Santa Clarita. It's kind of chilly, yeah? It's still in the 40s, 60 degrees in Burbank. It's 59 in Woodland Hills, 40 degrees in Big Bear to Palm Springs, still in the upper 60s there. High temperatures will eventually get to around 89 to near 90 in the low desert. High desert area 76 with still some gusty winds. In fact, those wind advisories in effect till 3 o'clock this afternoon. 58 up in the mountains eventually in Big Bear. Downtown LA 78, which is a lot warmer than yesterday and certainly above normal. Low 80s for the valleys and the Inland Empire to the low 70s there at the coast. I'll go over the advisories and alerts that are in place, plus the rest of the forecast when I come back. But first, let's head back up to Stu and Skyfox, get another update on our freeways here. Hey, Stu, a little slow moving here.
Hey, good morning, Maria. Good morning, everybody. You got some of that Monday blues out there? You're going to get on the road? Well, pack your playlist and cheer yourself up. It's going to be the southbound 5. You can see some slowing coming away from the 134 down to the 110. Now, if you're up over in this area right here, technically still Glendale, it is moving a little bit better. The closer you get to the 110, that slower that ride's going to go. Now, if northbound's your deal on that 5 through the Silver Lake and Glendale area, take a look at that. Words are not even needed. From the 110 out to the 134, and actually, I can tell you, into Burbank and beyond, that northbound 5 drive looking fantastic, just like your day's going to be. Sending it back to Bob and Jen. Good morning.
All right, good morning to you, Stu. So fire officials are warning that hot and gusty wind conditions are raising the fire risk across parts of Southern California.
Yeah, warm up underway. We've got Mario live with more on this from Castaic. Mario.
Yeah, that's right. Starting to feel those temperatures warming up here in the Castaic area. Now, we are at Fire Station 143, and we can tell you that they are on heightened alert. We were at Fire Station 150 earlier. We saw crews there as well, preparing for this potential fire weather, responding quickly as gusty winds, low humidity, and dry brush raise the risk for those fast-moving fire conditions. And it was a busy weekend for these crews throughout the county. Take a look at this video here from the Corral Fire in the Antelope Valley. That fire broke out Saturday afternoon near 110th Street West and Avenue E in the Antelope Acres area. Officials say it moved fast. It burned about 160 acres, and that prompted shelter-in-place orders and evacuation warnings. And at the time, the National Weather Service reported wind gusts in the Antelope Valley as high as 60 miles per hour. And you had the low humidity and red flag conditions that were really helping to spread the flames. And that fire has since been fully contained, but it's a clear example of how things can quickly escalate. And we had another fire, the Grand Fire near Lancaster. This was near 50th Street and East Avenue H. That grew to about 60 acres before forward progress was stopped around 4 o'clock Saturday. The National Weather Service says elevated fire and briefly critical fire weather conditions continue through today. Again, dry brush, gusty winds, and warm conditions keeping the risk for high and fast-moving grass and shrub fires. And we have those winds that have been about 20 to 30 miles per hour sustained, and gusts, again, reaching up to 40 to 50 miles per hour in areas including the 5 freeway corridor near Santa Clarita, the Santa Susana Mountains, and parts of the San Gabriels. And if we come back out here live, you can see the American flag here blowing over Fire Station 143, again in Castaic this morning. Officials say while there may not be an active red flag warning in place, the elevated fire danger is still there, and that wind advisory in place through 3 o'clock this afternoon. For now, that's the latest in Castaic. Here, I'm Mario Ramirez. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Mario, thank you. Police are searching for the gunman in a deadly shooting near a taco stand in South LA. The shooting happened on Slauson and Holmes early Sunday morning. Police say a man in his 20s was approached by a car and got into an argument with someone when he was shot. The victim was pronounced deceased at the scene. Police have not released a description of the suspect or the getaway car.
New developments this morning in the shooting death of a Tustin woman. Police say they have now identified a suspect. Tustin police say the suspected killer is the victim's ex-boyfriend, 42-year-old Juan Marquez. They say he waited near 42-year-old Sandra Fernandez's job before killing her. She was found shot to death Thursday evening near the intersection of Yorba Street and Medford Avenue. Police say Marquez ran off to Mexico right after the shooting and was arrested while returning back to the U.S. He's now in jail on suspicion of murder without bail.
All right, take a look at this. An accident in West Hills left one vehicle stacked on top of another. It happened on Sunday morning on Shoup Avenue near Kittredge. A man who owns the truck says he was at home with his grandkids when he heard a loud crash. He says street racing caused this impact, which pushed his truck 30 to 40 feet. Police have not confirmed if racing was involved. No arrests have been made, and fortunately, no one was hurt.
Wow. So we have some breaking news now out of New York, where a judge just tossed out several pieces of evidence in the murder case against Luigi Mangione. He's a 28-year-old accused of shooting United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson back in 2024. The judge ruled several items, including a cell phone, passport, and computer found in Mangione's backpack when he was arrested, cannot be used by prosecutors in the case because of how the backpack was handled by police. Legal experts say today's decision is a win for the defense, but it's not expected to completely derail the prosecution's case. Now to the latest on the war with Iran. With the diplomatic efforts at a standstill, President Trump has a new warning. He says time is running out for Iran to make a deal.
Doug Zader has the latest from Washington.
The tentative ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran may still be holding, but both sides appear to be bracing for this conflict to reignite. Iranian state media showing citizens in weapons training, preparing for what may come next. We have come with our family. We have even brought our grandchildren, this woman said. And over the weekend, a drone struck a nuclear plant in the UAE. From President Trump, another warning on Truth Social. For Iran, the clock is ticking, he wrote, and they better get moving fast or there won't be anything left of them. Time is of the essence.
When he's given them 5+ weeks to come forward with something. And obviously what they were doing, their objective was, I think, to delay, not to make a deal.
You're not going to get a deal with this crowd until you hurt them more.
The president still has support from Iran hawks on Capitol Hill to press ahead with new attacks.
I think they're trying to wait us out. I think they're playing games. And in the words of the president, I think they're crazy.
But the White House has to balance that with public perception and rising energy prices at home. And one Democrat questioned the president's partnership with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Prime Minister Netanyahu said that he'd been waiting 40 years for somebody to go to war with him in Iran. He found a president stupid enough to do it.
Axios reports that the president will meet with his national security team tomorrow to talk about military options for Iran. In Washington, I'm Doug Zader, Fox News.
Memorial Day weekend in San Pedro is getting a major boost as LA Fleet Week returns to the Port of Los Angeles. There will be two parties, the San Pedro Welcome Party and the Wilmington Welcome Reception. The celebrations will honor the visiting women and men of our nation's sea services. LA Fleet Week runs May 19th through 25th with free public access all weekend long. It will also pay special tribute to America's 250th birthday.
Ah, yes, welcome to our city, and thank you for your service. All right, let's send it up to Stu now for a check on traffic. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Jen. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, everybody. Skyfox Traffic brought to us by My Home Sold. Taking a look at that 101 drive, and actually we just passed the 405, so we're headed westbound. So the cars that you're seeing on the left hand of the screen, those are going to be southbound, making their way over to the 405 out of Tarzana and beyond. But that ride right there, slowing down at this portion. Once you pass that 405 and get into the Studio City area, that ride actually turns into a light ride as you make your way over to the 134-170 split. Now, if you're headed the other direction, northbound, we just flew it. That from the 170 all the way up to the 405, that ride actually looking really, really good. You don't start hitting the brakes till right here. There's going to be an Encino. It's kind of slow and go as you make your way out to the West Valley. Let's take a look at some traffic hotspots.
Hello, I'm Adrian Hernandez with MyHomeSold.com, and we want to buy your house cash. We save you money with no commissions, no fees, no repairs, for free, no obligation, as is cash offer. Go to MyHomeSold.com.
Welcome back. 4 crew members are safe this morning after 2 Navy jets collided mid-air during an air show in Idaho. Take a look. They deployed they ejected themselves, and then 4 seconds later, those planes were crashed on the ground. Investigators say the aircraft crashed during Sunday performance at a Mountain Home Air Force base. 4 pilots could be seen parachuting down after the collision. Officials also mentioned that no injuries were reported from any falling debris created by the crash. Unbelievable.
Wild video. The cruise ship at the center of the deadly hantavirus outbreak has docked in the Netherlands. The MV Hondius arrived in the port of Rotterdam, where it will undergo a complete decontamination. Officials say hazmat teams boarded the ship as Dutch authorities set up quarantine units for the crew who can't return home as of yet. The ship's operator says no current crew members have symptoms. At least 11 hantavirus cases are tied to the outbreak. 3 passengers have died. 18 Americans remain under observation in specialized U.S. facilities.
Despite recent outbreaks, demand for cruises may be picking up. Some industry experts say a record number of people worldwide are still expected to head out to sea in 2026. An annual forecast by the Cruise Lines International Association released in mid-April estimated more than 38 million people plan to travel on a cruise ship this year. That's up 4% from last year. And that leads us to our poll question of the day. What extreme vacation would you try? Would a cruise ship be considered an extreme vacation?
Right.
Climb Mount Everest, Amazon jungle, riverboat. Stay in Alaska in an igloo there, that'd be my jam. Dive with sharks, no thank you. Or hike Machu Picchu.
Maybe hike Machu Picchu too. That's a good one too.
You would do that too, in addition to what?
I would do the igloo and go see the Northern Lights.
I wouldn't climb Mount Everest because there's a spot as you get toward the peak of Mount Everest where all of they couldn't even bring the remains of the other hikers down. Have you seen this? They just have to stay there because the conditions are too dangerous.
Yeah, you have to like do it in over several days because you have to acclimate yourself to the altitude and then keep acclimating yourself to the altitude. We were just talking this weekend about going to Yosemite and people who climb Half Dome, right? And anybody can do it.
Right.
But it's a trek. I went halfway up. And that was pretty
crazy.
Challenging. You don't have enough water to take up there, so you have to take the water purification tablets so that you can go into the rivers and streams and then put the tablets in. So you'd have enough water to go all the way to the top.
I can't even go to Mexico without getting sick. I don't think I'm gonna last like that. Weigh in, and also leave us a comment. Tell us, why, which one you want to do, and maybe you've done it already and what your experience was like.
Let us know.
Yeah, so meantime, it's the world's largest Cambodian community anywhere outside of Cambodia itself. And this week, Long Beach is celebrating that culture in a delicious way.
Let's get to Coco. She's making her way around Long Beach for Cambodian Restaurant Week. Where are you now?
Hey there, Long Beach Cambodian Restaurant Week is underway and we are here at Little La Lune and we've been trying foods in between and I can tell you it is delicious, so flavorful, definitely worth you coming in for a visit to try the food. I'm here with Hang Now, who's the owner, and just take us through these dishes. They look delicious.
Good morning. Thank you for coming in. For our pleasure that show its case to the community around. And let me start it. This one is a chicken cha krung, that is bell pepper, onion, and we use krung, which is garlic, green leaf, lemongrass, lemon leaf, and cook it to stir fried. Then next one will be pork chitlings. There's a deep fried pork to golden brown. So on the side of Khmer style kimchi salad and sweet and sour sauce. And next one would be called XO fried rice, that we use a special of XO cooked with green onions, jalapenos, and will be the next one will be the beef loclas. This we use chung beef marinade overnight, cook it to perfections of the crispy crunchiness. So with lettuce, onions, and dip it to the salt and pepper lime sauce. And if this one will be the jakwai, we call it as a bread. It will be it's good for you to dip it to the soup or condensed milk.
Yes.
And this one will be our noodles, Phnom Penh noodle. That's a name from the capital city of Phnom Penh in Cambodia. They have meatballs, shrimp, ground pork, sliced pork, and fresh garlics and onions. Will be the next one is this one is called migatangs. We use big fat noodle, stir fried it, and cook it with beef or choice of your protein with broccoli and straw mushroom and broccoli with gravy sauce on the top.
I love that. And this is a family restaurant, too, that's been around since the 90s.
Yes, this is a family-owned restaurant. We've been here since early 90s, which is my uncle started the business. The purpose of his start is that he want to show the Cambodian food to the neighbor, to the world that are nearby, so can test our food. And then he dropped it to my brother, now to myself.
I love that. Thank you so much, Hang, for sharing that with us. Come and support Little La Loon here in Long Beach for Cambodian Restaurant Week. It started yesterday and it's going to run until Sunday. I'll send it back to you.
My stomach is growling.
I know, it looks so good.
I know, it looks so good. Thank you, Coco.
Is Samana familiar with any of these dishes?
Samada's been teaching us, of course, phrases like "saksabai."
Bye, how are you?
Oh, saksabai. How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Jiripsua.
Okay, I'm going to stick to saksabai. And then I'll try to learn that one.
Say chngan.
Wait, hold on a second. In Cambodian, do they do this? Is that a... Yeah?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if she was just like...
No.
What are you trying to say, Bob?
This is what you... Yes,
I don't know if this was like a, you know, like... Not every Asian culture does the whole...
School everybody. Come here, come here. Which way, which way? Okay.
Do it the right way. There. Okay, see? Which is Maria's way?
Yes, Jiripsua.
Eat your words, Bob. Come on, do it.
I love it. I love it. Okay, Cambodian Restaurant Week this week. We have some great weather to go check it out in Long Beach, certainly, as we anticipate some warmer temperatures here moving forward to the middle and latter part of this week even. High pressure is going to take control, so we will still have those gusty winds today, but they'll weaken some as we get to the end of the week. But we'll certainly continue to see dry conditions, so that in and of itself does give us higher fire danger. So just be mindful of your fire ignition sources as we move forward. We've got some slightly cooler temperatures as we head into the holiday weekend coming up, but it's still going to be above average. We have those wind advisories in effect for portions of our mountains, some of our desert communities, those wind gusts 40 to 50 miles per hour. So be extra careful. And again, increased fire danger as a result. And we do have those bigger waves rolling in still. At this hour, we've got that high surf advisory in effect till at least 9 a.m. 84 in Bakersfield if you're headed there with those dry, warm conditions. 72, not too bad in Inglewood, but nearly 90 in Indio. Here is our Big Bear forecast. Sitting up above the cloud cover, the lake will be beautiful with lots of sunshine getting into the mid to upper 50s. Looking at Thousand Oaks, we had some patchy clouds this morning, but all clear now. 76 by the lunch hour there. Laguna Beach, some patchy clouds lingering, but eventually clearing out too to the upper 60s and out towards Ontario. Nearly 80 degrees at 2-3 p.m. And lastly, here in Anaheim, if you're headed to that part of Orange County, looking at mid-70s this afternoon. All right, stay with us because we are going to be right back on the other side of this break.
A suspect is in custody following a brief but tense standoff in Southgate.
We have Gigi live in Southgate now with the story. Gigi, we saw all of this unfolding through Skyfox. Good morning.
Certainly some very tense moments for the police officers who had that suspect surrounded. Good morning, everyone. We're in Southgate. We're on Elizabeth between Southern and Downey Way. And you can see LAPD officers now documenting the crime scene, and that gray Honda there that you see, that is the car that the suspect was driving that led police on a wild pursuit. And then police believe was aiming that car at officers in what they think may have been a suicide by cop attempt. Now, take a look. This was a pursuit of a criminal threats suspect. We are hearing this may be related to domestic violence. He may have threatened a partner or a love interest, and that's why police were trying to stop him. This guy was doing up to 50 miles an hour in residential neighborhoods. LAPD finally calling the pursuit off because it was too dangerous, because so many kids were in the street going to school. The suspect finally stopping here on the 9300 block of Elizabeth Street in Southgate, where he ran in and out of an apartment, and he was armed with a butcher knife at one point, making signs that he was going to charge officers with that knife. They laid down a spike strip in front of his Honda just in case he tried to make a getaway, which he did. And but he had a flat tire, so he eventually got out of the car, and police were able to swarm him and take him safely into custody. But again, at one point, he was actually holding two knives, one of them described as a butcher knife. He eventually threw one knife on the ground, but he was still armed with that other knife, and police believe that he also had weapons inside this Honda. You were looking live at the aftermath. Now, an ambulance has taken him away. He appeared to be in some type of agitated or altered state. So before facing any police charges, any felony charges, he's going to be checked out at a hospital. Reporting live from Southgate, I'm Gigi Graciette. Back to you.
Oh, we didn't even see the other knife. To know that he had multiple weapons on him, it's just lucky that this was all able to come to a peaceful ending. Gigi, thank you.
Thank you, Gigi.
That's right.
We'll be right back. talking about all of our
Memorial Day.
big plans for Memorial Day.
I haven't taken Memorial Day off, and I can't remember when.
Oh, is that right? Well, good for you.
Yeah, yeah. Well, someone had to hold it down while the OGs were taking it off, right? And I'm like, now it's my turn.
Time to go.
But I'm going to the Midwest.
Oh.
You know,
have you been?
Of course, yes, but it is, Jen will attest to this as well. It is severe weather season, and so you may encounter some severe weather.
When you say that, you're talking humidity.
Look for the green skies. If you look up and it's green, that means tornadoes on the way.
Oh my God.
Do you want to know what to do in case of a tornado?
Please tell me.
Okay, you go
into a ditch, right?
Well, if you're driving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes, always go for like the lowest spot that you can find.
Underpass or whatever?
Yeah, if there's no basement.
No?
If there's
I've seen people like
no basement.
hide under the underpass.
To the most inner part.
I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait. I'm counting down.
You may be working.
Yeah, I might be doing some reports for you. Get ready, Fox Weather.
But
you'll hear the tornado sirens.
Yes.
Wow.
I've come close. I mean, going to visit my in-laws and my family out in Iowa Falls.
Iowa Falls.
There have been some close calls.
Yeah, one hit my grandpa's house.
Yeah.
Do they say wash the car?
They say wash the car.
The washing machine? Okay.
The washing machine. They call them cricks. They call them roofs.
And my mother-in-law says critters. She says, oh, no, the critter's in the backyard.
Yep.
And I had never heard someone say critters.
Everything's a critter.
But everything's a critter.
Yeah.
What's up, Bobby?
I was just saying, I saw what happened to Dorothy when she got caught up in a tornado.
That's right. There's no place like home. LA, that is.
Yep.
Click your heels 3 times.
But, you know, conversely, our weather is going to be very pleasant. So that you guys, this is why we pay those taxes too, right? One of the reasons anyway. We do have some really great weather coming up for the unofficial start to our summer season. But leading up to it, we're going to get some warmer temperatures. Today, tomorrow, until Wednesday, some of the warmer temperatures of the week. We're going to get some wind alerts today through 3 p.m. because of those gustier winds coming out of the northeast, and then they'll start to calm down as we get into midweek and this upcoming weekend. We're kind of all over the place with our calendar here with our temperatures. We have a lot of red boxes, blue boxes, including yesterday's 72 degrees, which was slightly below the average of 74. Today, we're going to shoot back up to 78. So there's that warm up that we're talking about because of that offshore flow. Our sunset time coming at 7:50 this evening. These are the other highs we are looking at today. 81 in Santa Clarita, 82 in Woodland Hills, 82 in Ontario, 82 in Corona, 58 in Big Bear to that 89 in Palm Springs. All right, when I come back, I'll show you that 70 forecast. In the meantime, we say suksabay to our Samada for
all the above. Very good, Maria.
Good morning, everyone. We've got you covered traffic-wise, and unfortunately, it is a little slow and go. We're going to take you over to Glendale. This is going to be the westbound side of the 134 San Fernando Road. 2 vehicles collided, just happened. It's taking away middle lanes, and you can see how rapidly that traffic is building. It has you backed up for a few miles, so keep that in mind and plan accordingly. We also have your drive through the downtown LA area, 37 minutes. Not too bad at this hour from downtown to get to Santa Monica, and just a little under a half an hour northbound 110 from the 405 coming inbound. Snapshot of Santa Ana, both directions of the 55, and MacArthur doing pretty good as well. Back to you, too.
A new indoor fun park has opened in Downey.
Yes, Brooke is live at Funbox with more. Oh, boy. Good morning to you.
You got the gym shorts on.
Oh, she got the shorts on.
But it's not about me. It's about these girls. We've got 6 girls who are very excited to experience this. Are you ready? Yeah! Okay, I think we should let them in, right? Wait, there's a surprise. Oh my goodness, you guys, look! Go on in. Oh my goodness. Okay, they are so excited. This is so cute. Come on over here. Let's chat about this really cool place. Oh, am I going into? Hey, parents, do you guys want to come in? Because, you know, Auntie Brooke is not the only adult here, okay, with all these kids running around. Okay, first of all, who is that guy?
That's Freddie. He's one of our mascots, one of our friends.
Freddie just hangs?
He definitely just hangs out. He also likes to come out and sing happy birthday to all the kids. He does amazing dances. He's one of the jolliest characters we have here.
I love that. Okay, this is like 17,000 square foot of the bounce house, essentially.
Correct.
This is so cool. What's been the reaction so far? Because you guys just opened.
Well, there's tons of volume, but we're very excited about it. We're here for the families, we're here for the community, and we're getting great reactions from everyone. Everyone wants to come in. We're the new kids on the block.
Yeah, okay, so obviously people can see what's going on here. You can feel it a little bit. Okay, tell me a little bit more about this place.
Okay, so you mentioned earlier 17,000 square feet. We have all kinds of things going on. We have a pyramid over here. Okay. We got an obstacle course. We have slides. We have basketball. We have battle beams, which is like this balancing game. You try to knock each other off. It's tons of fun. We got vendors in here that help referee that as well. They're making sure that people are being safe and fun. And we have all of our fuzzy, well, not fuzzy, but all of our inflatable friends here.
They give fuzzy vibes. I understand that.
There's some fuzz right here. We got fuzz going on right here. So there's some of them are fuzzy for sure.
And you also have private rooms in the back. You have birthday parties here. There's a lot that you can do here, right?
Absolutely, yeah. We have 4 birthday party rooms in the back. So you can come one, come all, bring all your friends and your family, yeah.
Could we have a corporate party here to relieve some Bob DeCastro stress?
Absolutely, yeah. Okay. We have a buyout. If you guys needed to take over the whole place, we could definitely do that for you.
Okay, we would have Bob pay for that as well. Okay, I'm going to send things back to you all in the studio because I am going to go play for research purposes.
For research purposes?
Okay, this place just opened up. Yeah, for sure. This just opened up in Downey. Let me see. You know, I like to have a kid say back to you, but I can't find one.
They're gone.
Yeah, of course you're not. They're off having fun. I sent you a text, Brooke. I need to take Ethan there. He would have the time of his life.
Oh, he should have come with Auntie today.
I know.
Oh, my goodness.
School.
Yeah, okay, next time.
Yeah, all right.
An adult? Jump in there. Is there an adult room, maybe?
There's got to be, right?
We're about to see.
Okay, well, let me just tell you something. If there was a bar that popped up for adults that was that theme, would you go?
Mm-hmm. I'm already there.
I'm there too.
Yeah.
Can someone make this?
Please.
Like they have pop-up bars. Can they do one that's jumpy castles?
She said you could buy out.
Let's just do this on our own.
Okay, let's just do this on our own.
She said you could buy it out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you can.
What if I bought it out for adult birthday? Okay. All right. We're thinking. We have ideas here.
The wheels are turning.
The wheels are turning. Entertainment is sponsored by Yamava Resort and Casino. This is almost unheard of in the movies right now. When you have a movie that came out almost a month ago, back to #1 in theaters, I guess Michael really is telling them to beat it.
Honor your past. So you wanna be and embrace the future. That's what people want.
People are not stopping till they get enough, and they have not had enough. The biopic brought in more than $26 million across North America in its 4th weekend in theaters. It's also bringing in its worldwide total to more than $700 million. The movie has already become the highest-grossing musical biopic ever in North America, and I have a theory with this. And this is my theory all the time when they have new releases in the theaters. You had Michael come out for 2 weeks. Then you had Devil Wears Prada, and that took over the #1 spot. Michael still stayed strong in the top 3. If you are a super fan of an IP or of a movie and now it's getting a sequel, the real fans will go in the first 2 weekends.
Yes, yes.
If they don't go in the first 2 weekends, more than likely they will wait for it to stream.
Yep.
So all the Devil Wears Prada fans went to the theaters to see it.
They saw.
Because Mother's Day was the following weekend, so it was a great opportunity to take mom to the theaters to see Devil Wears Prada. But Michael has that global appeal where if you don't see it the first weekend, the second weekend, or the third, you still want to see it.
Yeah, the Devil Wears Prada, I mean, has a very niche audience,
yes.
right? And then Michael has, I mean, the fans span generations.
It's true.
But I also wonder, like, the reviews were kind of mixed on Devil Wears Prada, too. And as far as I know, the reviews have been fantastic.
Yes,
on Michael.
Because Michael's a concert movie. So you're going, you're tapping your foot for 2+ hours, and you're having a good time.
All the bangers.
It's all the bangers.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, well, yesterday, speaking of bangers, there was a secret Smashing Pumpkins concert. All the pumpkin heads, as Jen told us this morning, showed up and showed out. But before the show, remember I told you last hour, they started this celebration with a faux funeral that took place.
You know, when things like this happen, there are so many unresolved issues.
Howie Mandel at the podium speaking to the crowd next to Billy Corgan's wife, Chloe Mendel. So there's Chloe Mendel, Howie Mandel.
Oh, this is all very confusing.
Yeah, and they had the casket there because they were saying goodbye to Zero, which is that's one of his original songs. Right. But this was all a very dark celebratory event to announce their tour that's going to be kicking off. They're going to be going to Europe and the UK, but they are also doing a lot of stops here in the USA.
I love it. It's called the Rats
in a Cage tour.
Yeah.
They're coming to LA November 12th at the Kia Forum. And as someone who watched 90 minutes of them live last night, I can say the Smashing Pumpkins still got it, never lost it, and all the hits hit hard.
Was it a packed house?
Good to know.
Well, it wasn't a packed house because it was invite only. I'm sorry. So there was about 100 of us at the Hollywood Legion
Theater. How intimate.
It was intimate. Next time, though, if I could, always I'm honest, I would have liked a refreshment. I wish there was a bar. Or
there was no bar.
Churro cart. Or
Interesting.
Something.
No bar.
No bar.
You wouldn't see me there. I love the Smashing Pumpkins, but
even just like for a seltzer or something. Just something to wet your whistle.
Really? Not even water? Was there water?
There was water.
Okay.
There was
That's
water.
it?
Yeah, that's
anyway.
There was water on the way out.
That's fine.
All right, last hour we asked you, what extreme vacation would you try? Here are the results. Wow, you would go to Alaska. Well, let me see the options, because I'm new to this poll this morning. Climb Mount Everest, no thank you. Stay in Alaska, hike Machu Picchu. Amazon jungle riverboat, no thank you, Anaconda. Dive with sharks, ooh. Yeah, I'm going Alaska.
I think it's the safest one, right?
Yeah,
it is.
We've seen
because what can happen to you in an igloo?
That's true.
No one wants to go to Machu Picchu. It's kind of interesting.
You know what, though? We've seen what happens when you dive with sharks. We've seen those movies.
Yes, we have. Also, I mean, the Amazon jungle riverboat doesn't sound appealing because mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes, too, yeah.
And piranhas.
And piranhas. And spiders.
There you go.
And snakes.
And hookups. Don't forget about today's hookup. Today, Good Day LA wants to hook you up with 4 tickets behind the dugout to see the Angels take on the Rangers this Friday, May 22nd at Angels Stadium. Enter for a chance to win on our website at foxla.com/contest or scan that QR code right there on the screen. Hello to everyone watching this morning. Good luck to our viewers.
You know, I'm surprised on that poll that there wasn't a safari.
Yeah.
An African safari.
I have no desire to go to a safari.
Which one would you pick?
I would say either Machu Picchu or the igloo. Safari, you know what happens at the safari.
Doesn't happen as often as you think.
The little antelope.
Right. What about zip-lining through the jungle?
You wouldn't catch me doing that, I can tell you that.
I would be lions. I would see the antelope, run! Run!
It's a circle of life.
You look great in a safari hat.
They've got to eat.
Oh, Bobby, if you're telling me antelope to run, you should probably run too. LA traffic brought to you by Jacob Ronnie and call Jacob.com. We have you stalled out. Really slow conditions. 2-vehicle crash on the northbound side of the 405 at Olympic Boulevard. It is blocking the slow lane, and it is a hint slower than normal, and that's going to build, unfortunately. Give yourself extra time through the downtown LA area, at least downtown, to get to Santa Monica. Give yourself 39 minutes, not too bad, but 40 minutes your drive westbound 60 from the 57 going inbound. Here's a live Caltrans camera of a much better looking freeway. This is going to be the 60 at Rosemead Boulevard, rolling along in both directions. Here's a look at some other traffic hotspots.
So I do hot yoga every day. After the accident, my lower back was so stiff I couldn't move, and I called Jacob. They treated me like a king. I did not have to deal with anything. If you're in an accident, call Jacob. Call Jacob.
And welcome back to you. I'm meteorologist Maria Quaban. This weather is sponsored by the law offices of Larry H. Parker. So we've got some winds today. We're kind of sandwiched in between an area of low pressure to our east, higher pressure offshore. So that's giving us that northeasterly wind or offshore flow, and that's going to give us a warming. It'll clear out the clouds that's out there, and it will bring our temperatures up to above average. So we do have that wind advisory in effect for all the areas shaded in the beige color there. Your quick day planner here for Big Bear, 50 degrees. It should get to around 54 degrees later this afternoon. Our 7-day forecast here for downtown LA, 78, warming up to the low 80s, as you can see tomorrow, Wednesday, even Thursday, really. And then we'll cool it down slightly as we get to the upcoming holiday weekend. It's still going to be above average. It'll be in the 70s, but we'll get a little bit more of that marine layer in the morning, which we like. 82 for the valleys and the Inland Empire, getting to the upper 80s as we get into midweek. Out towards the mountains, Big Bear, 58 degrees today, warming up to the 70s there just in time for the holiday weekend. The high desert areas where the winds are quite gusty today, 76, and then it will be warming up to around 91 on Thursday, and out towards the Coachella Valley, 89 today, which is warm. It will get to 99 by the time we get to this upcoming weekend and into even next week's holiday Monday. There's my weather for now. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Maria, thank you. So LA's original farmers market has been feeding the city for generations now, but now there's a new way to experience the stories behind the iconic family businesses that helped build LA.
I'm the 4th generation operations manager of McGee's.
Charlie Sue, my mom, is really the owner of Charlie's Coffee Shop, but now it's me.
My Italian heritage, I'm very proud of it. What we inherited was the passion for food. It's the Italian way.
I didn't know that could be an occupation, but we made it one.
Oh, that's so cute.
I'm totally blown away. Just finding out about the store that my grandfather had.
After seeing these records, it strengthens my conviction to run this family business, knowing that I'm honoring the legacy that goes back before 1910.
As part of the new Ancestry project, those family histories are taking center stage in a self-guided walking tour, spotlighting the multi-generational families behind the original farmers market. Opening next week, it's like a museum.
Wow.
Here now to tell us about this, the legendary chef, restaurateur, cookbook author, and 2026 James Beard Lifetime Achievement Award winner, Nancy Silverton.
And small business owner.
And small business
okay,
owner.
because that's what we're celebrating this month.
That's
is Small
right.
Business Month,
Yeah.
right?
Gosh.
And I had just learned through Ancestry that Los Angeles is the city with the largest amount of small businesses.
Yeah.
Who would've known?
Wow.
I would have thought New York maybe, but.
That's right. So I feel like when you walk through the original farmers market, a lot of people don't even realize what they're walking through and what they're seeing. But this is a great way of finding out the stories behind some of these businesses.
Yeah, and you know, when you're there, and I know this because it was always, the farmers market was always on the list of where you brought a visiting family member.
Right.
It was Grandma's Chinese Theater, right? It was Olvera Street and Farmers Market. Because when you're there, you feel the history. And just watching that small video, I know all those faces. Yesterday, I was at Bob's Donut with my granddaughter, right?
Oh, I love it.
I love Bob's Donuts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're iconic, these places, and you feel the history, you feel the generations.
Yeah, you're in Angelino, and you know, you go across Southern California and Los Angeles, and the diaspora is just crazy, right? And it really informs all the foods that we have, and it really does tell a story. And here in the farmers market, it's sort of just a small little
snippet
right? of that, right?
Exactly, and I think that's what's so special about Los Angeles and how it's made Los Angeles, Los Angeles.
That's
Are
right.
these types of businesses. And May 23rd through May 25th, Ancestry is offering a self-guided tour, a map of all the places. And for everybody that signs up for that tour, Ancestry will be donating money for an entrepreneurial sponsorship for young people to get into the small businesses.
Wow, so inspiring the
And it's
next
called Nifty.
generation.
Nifty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Were there any stories there that surprised you, or that like you were just blown away by, like that you saw there from some of the small businesses that are profiled there?
Well, just that they're so multi-generational, you know, and that that the interests in those generations to take over these existing businesses.
Right.
Right?
Right, and just keep it in the family.
I found out through Ancestry that on my mother's side of the family, when her great-great-grandfather, or my great-great-grandfather, immigrated from Russia, he started his world in the grocery business. So it's in my DNA.
Wow. Yeah, and you probably have a deeper appreciation for that, too.
I do, now that I know. You know, it's
right.
It kind of grounds you, knowing from where you came from.
Yes.
And what influenced your life is so important.
Yes, and it keeps you going all that more. So why is it important to spotlight some of these families and share their stories here?
Because their stories are what make up them, right? But it also, not only their own personal stories, but what they do for a city, their importance of how they change a city. They might be small, and they may not think that their influence is important, but yes, it is, not only at the farmers market, but in neighborhoods throughout Los Angeles.
And it is a true passion, right? Because you said you're a small business owner. It's becoming increasingly harder and harder and harder to operate a small business in the city, in this country, for that matter. So to want to carry on the legacy of your family, the culture of your family, it really has to be a true passion for
it. Has to be a true passion, and also to recognize the parts of those businesses that maybe you need to make more contemporary to compete without losing the authenticity. And I think that's important too. And I think I see so many of those, the younger generations in the farmers market doing that.
It's kind of a battle between your head and your heart.
Yeah, exactly.
Because your heart wants to keep the family business as is and preserve some of the history there, but your head is thinking, okay, I've got to figure out a way to make this profitable and to stay in business.
Right, and it's a dance, but it can be done.
It can be done. By the way, congratulations to you, the James Beard Lifetime Award winner. And you've been such a soldier for all the other small businesses, and as one of the most influential chefs here in Los Angeles and in this country, for that matter. It's nice to see that you're doing your part to help other small businesses and chefs and people out there who are just trying to do their best.
You know, and I got that, I think, especially from my parents. They were such advocates of small businesses, small restaurants. I used to fight them sometime and say, why can't we go to this chain, right? And nope, they really kept it. It was important for them to support small businesses, and I really didn't understand until much later in life.
So one more time, how can people participate in this guided walking tour at the farmers market?
Just come and sign up the 23rd through the 25th. And sign up.
You can get your map.
The self-guided tour. And know that with that tour and what you're learning, you're also going to be providing money for young entrepreneurs.
The farmers market turning into a beautiful walking museum there. The Stories of Us Generations at the Market, as she said, opens next weekend at the original farmers market. The experience is free to the public. You can go to ancestry.com/storiesofus
right there on your screen
to learn more.
Nancy, thank you so much. We'll be right back. That's great. Yeah, I've been to the farmers market many times, but you don't even.
Good morning and happy Monday. We look like we should go on vacation.
We look like Easter.
Where should we go? Welcome to it. We're not going anywhere, Maria.
No, you're staying here with me. By the way, later you should show your cup, your to-go cup, because it completely matches. Oh, okay, right now. Let's do it right now.
I know.
You really coordinated that
Very
so
springy.
well.
I know. Don't I belong in like Miami or Palm Beach or something?
You should be in an ad with that. I mean, it's amazing. Yes, happy Monday to you too, Sandra, Araxia, and to you watching. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. The weather actually was nice. It cooled off nicely. Temperatures were slightly below the average, and we did see those winds, though. Those winds materialized and really kicked in over the mountains and deserts. But today we're looking at the offshore flow. Those winds still gusty, especially below the canyons and passes, and so that has prompted those wind advisories to continue today, along with some red flag warnings up to our north. I'll show you in just a moment. But right now, it's still a little cool in Santa Clarita, 49. It's 63 in Burbank, 63 in Ontario, 61 in Victorville, where it is breezy as well, 42 in Big Bear to that 73 in Palm Springs. High temperatures today will range anywhere from 89 in Palm Springs, 76 in the high desert to around 58 up into the mountains. Downtown LA, 78 today, much warmer than yesterday. 80s in the valleys and the Inland Empire to the low 70s at the coast. I'll be back. I'll go over those weather alerts coming in just a few moments. In the meantime, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Maria, thank you. We do have breaking news this morning. A suspect is in custody following a brief but tense standoff in Southgate.
All right, let's go to Gigi right now with more on the story. Gigi.
That's right, and we have exclusive new information on the suspect who led the LAPD here to this quiet residential street in Southgate. This is Elizabeth Street between Southern and Downey Way, and it turns out the suspect actually lives here with his wife, who he is accused of beating yesterday, and that's how this all started. Take a look, tense moments. You talked about that standoff. The suspect armed with 2 knives, a butcher knife and a switchblade. LAPD believing that he may have been trying to goad them into what's commonly known as suicide by cop. Now, this all started on Sunday when he's accused of beating his wife. She sought shelter at a relative's house in Los Angeles, and that's where LAPD officers were, taking a report about the domestic violence and also offering her some resources when the suspect, who police say had been texting her, threatening to kill her and everyone around her, arrived at the relative's home. Police tried detaining him. He didn't want to stop, and the pursuit was on, with the suspect leading police here to Southgate. Now, at one point, police actually discontinued the pursuit and went into what's called tracking mode, and that's because there were so many kids out going to school. They felt it was simply too dangerous. The helicopter, though, tracking the suspect here, and this is where he got out of his car and again appeared to at times try to charge officers, again armed with those 2 knives, the butcher knife and the switchblade. And then at one point he got into his Honda and appeared to be driving exactly towards police officers. They had very smartly, though, put down a spike strip. His tires went flat. He got out of the car, and they were able to take him into custody with no further problems. Now, because he was acting so erratically, because of the things that he was yelling at the officers, he has been taken to the hospital to be checked out before being booked, and he's facing a lot of charges, including the domestic violence charge, which started all of this, and also an extra charge, not only for felony evading, but possession of that switchblade, which is illegal. Reporting live, I'm Gigi Graciette. Back to you.
Goodness, disturbing story there. All right, Gigi, thank you. Warning here, fire officials warning that hot and gusty wind conditions raising the fire risk across parts of Southern California.
Mario Ramirez joining us live from Locking out of Flint Ridge with more. Mario.
That's right, in parts of Southern California under a wind advisory with gusts that could reach up to 50 miles per hour, and we've been feeling some of those winds building throughout the morning. I want to bring in Captain Aaron Caton. He is with LA County Fire. You know, we just came off of a weekend with red flag warnings in place, multiple fires that your crews were working on. What does that say about the season here?
Well, it says that we're off to an early start, but we really predicted that. So you're right. Over the weekend, we did have a wind event that included the Corral fire up in Lancaster. In fact, you can see behind us Engine 82 in La Cañada that just minutes ago got back from the Corral fire. That's even Lancaster dirt on its tires. If you were here to smell it, that it still smells like fire. So for the upcoming season, what this means is that we can expect what's become normal for us. High winds and a need for all of our residents to prepare.
Now, as residents are hearing this, what are some ways they can prepare? I know you have strike teams that are out doing some preventative measures right now.
Absolutely. The biggest thing that residents can do is to prepare their homes, what we call home hardening. And right now, we're in the middle of our defensible space inspection program. It started in April in the deserts, May in the inland areas, and in June, it's going to move to the coastal areas. What that involves is our local engine companies going out and going through all of our designated fire hazard severity zones and inspecting the occupancies to make sure that brush and other combustibles are cleared away from the structure. If you live in one of these zones, this is probably no news for you. You're used to this over the last few years. However, we have expanded the program dramatically, and now over 130 parcels get inspected. So when you live in a high fire hazard severity zone in the coming weeks, if you see your local engine company out driving around looking at homes, that's what they're doing.
Yeah, and we're in one of those zones right now, so many across Southern California, as you know, we're dealing with winds, and we're likely going to see more in the future. What should people be looking out for? We know how quickly these small ignitions can spread very, very fast.
Absolutely. The number one thing you can do is clear combustibles away from your house. Limb up trees at least 6 feet from the house or a third of the height of the tree. Also clear away any shrubs and other low-lying combustibles, because we know now, we've always known, but the public knows, that ember cast is the biggest threat in wildfires. It's not just the fire being next to your house. It can be a tiny ember sent over a mile, but if it alights in a combustible brush next to your house, that can spell trouble.
Yeah. Captain Caton, thanks so much. Good tips there. Appreciate it. So we have that wind advisory in place through this afternoon. For now, that's the latest here in La Cañada, Flintbridge. I'm Mario Ramirez. We'll send it back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mario. The man accused of starting a small fire that investigators say eventually sparked the deadly Palisades fire, expected to appear in court on Wednesday. Jonathan Rindernach is scheduled for a preliminary hearing. He is facing 3 charges, including arson. His trial could actually begin as early as next month. He has pleaded not guilty to all the charges, and he could face up to 45 years in prison if he is convicted.
Today, the LAPD will launch its Click It or Ticket campaign to make sure drivers are buckled up and children are in car seats. According to the latest data from 2023, more than 10,000 people killed in crashes in the United States were not wearing a seatbelt. Officers will be looking for drivers and passengers not wearing seatbelts and children who are not secured in car seats or the appropriate seats for their age. An accident in West Hills on Sunday left one vehicle stacked on top of another. Take a look at this video. It happened on Shoup Avenue near Kitteridge Street. A man who owns the truck says he was at home with his grandkids when he heard a loud crash, and he says street racing caused the impact, which pushed his truck 30 to 40 feet. Police have not confirmed if racing was in fact involved, and no arrests have been made so far, and nobody was hurt.
A parade of empty Waymo vehicles take over a neighborhood in Atlanta, causing confusion and frustration for neighbors. The viral video there shows multiple Waymos driving down the street, circling at a cul-de-sac and driving back up. Neighbors say they saw 50 driverless cars go up and down their block. Waymo says this was caused by an apparent routing error while the Jaguar SUVs were waiting for ride calls. Waymo apologized to neighbors, stated it has already adjusted its routing software with its fleet partner to correct the error.
Talk about short-circuiting, right, Maria?
that is like a scene out of a movie.
I know, right? Like, what is happening? The Waymo invasion.
Yeah, it's like the end of the world type of thing. But wow. Okay, speaking of cars, let's talk about traffic. Good Day LA Traffic is brought to you by DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. We're going to go over to our real-time traffic map, zooming into the valley here, the southbound 101 freeway. These are the cars that are coming at you on the left-hand side here. But actually, both sides are moving nicely, south and northbound sides of the 101. This is at Moore Park Street, and it looks good out there if you were just about to jump on the 101. Going to the 10 freeway here, the West 10 coming out of downtown LA towards Santa Monica between the 5 to the 405, 36 minutes. Very typical for this time of day. Northbound 110 between 405 to the 10, 25 minutes. That's actually pretty good. Westbound 60 between the 57 to the 5, 31 minutes there. Now here's a look at some of the other traffic hotspots.
This broadcast is locally sponsored by DT LA Law Group, Auto Accident and Injury Attorneys. Have an injury? Text Injury Help to 40222 or visit us online at calldowntown.com. Message and data rates and usage may apply.
Uncommon.
Hi.
A new week and lots of stuff to talk about. We'll jump right into it. Entertainment sponsored by Yamava Resort and Casino. Ladies, do it with me, but we're going to say dang, okay, on the count of 3. You ready? You're going to lean to your right.
Okay.
Turn your head that way and say dang. Okay, ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Dang! Oh my gosh, look at us.
Good lean. Good lean.
Good lean.
We took instruction well.
You really do. You took that direction really well. Well, last Friday's more than just last week. It's the confirmed next installment for the Friday film franchise. They also say they're in talks with Chris Tucker. Let's take a look.
Oh.
How you at? Oh, it's cool. Damn! Put your glasses back on.
Okay, so we did it pretty good, right?
That's so funny.
So Chris Tucker is in talks to return as the fan favorite character, Smokey. And last week, we told you that Ice Cube and Mike Epps made a surprise appearance together at an LA Dodgers game, sparking those rumors about a possible Friday reunion. But now the dynamic duo have confirmed that last Friday is officially in the works, with filming expected to begin later this year.
It's going to be so funny.
It's so funny. I mean, listen, we crave nostalgia right now, I think. For the simpler times of Blockbuster night, we crave the old titles of yesteryear, the music of yesteryear, because it was really good. And when it's good, it never goes out of style.
It's like pure, simple.
Yeah. Exactly.
No AI.
No AI.
The real deal.
But hey, I got something to say to you guys today. Don't forget about today's hookup. We want to hook you up with 4 tickets behind the dugout to see the Angels take on the Rangers this Friday, May 22nd at Angel Stadium. Enter for a chance to win on our website, foxla.com/contest, or scan that QR code on the screen. We will be right back. Wait, ready? 3, 2, 1. Ding! Pass that.
And welcome back to you. I'm meteorologist Maria Quaban. Good Day LA weather is sponsored by Pechanga Resort Casino. And we love looking at the babies here, the eaglets. We've got Luna and Sandy and Mama or Papa up there in Big Bear right now. We're catching them live. I think they just ate. And so now they're kind of lounging. But notice the wind. The wind is blowing quite a bit there in the mountains. This weather is sponsored by My Home Sold. We have some beautiful conditions despite the wind. We've got some sunshine. sunshine, but that offshore flow is with us, and that will help to warm us up. It is going to get rid of the cloud cover that we saw earlier this morning, and temperatures will be going up above average. In fact, a little bit warmer as we get into tomorrow and Wednesday as high pressure settles in. It will then weaken a little bit as we get to the upcoming holiday weekend. So we do have the unofficial start to summer coming up this weekend into the Memorial Day holiday on Monday. And I think we're going to be in that perfect zone, just slightly above the average with a little bit of that cloud cover in the marine layer in the morning at night. But today we still have this wind advisory that's in effect through 3 p.m. We have a red flag warning through parts of the San Joaquin Valley. So we do have the combination of not just wind and dry conditions, but also some very warm temperatures. So that does increase the fire danger a little bit more. And then for us, even just a little bit of wind will increase fire danger. So just be mindful of your fire ignition sources, especially as we move into the hotter, drier summer months. 71 today in Inglewood, 89 in Indio. Big Bear looking at sunshine, as you saw. Temperatures in the mid to upper 50s later this afternoon. Thousand Oaks. We had some clouds earlier this morning, but it's clear as a bell now. Temperatures getting into the upper 70s. Laguna Beach in Orange County, partly cloudy still, but it's clearing out. And by this afternoon, we'll see those temperatures in the upper 60s. And as we take a look at Ontario, farther inland, 79 degrees by the time we get to 2 p.m. We still have some patchy clouds at this hour, but it will clear out. And in Anaheim, if you're headed there, I was there all weekend. Lots of sunshine. Temperatures will warm up into the mid 70s. All right, there's my weather for now. I'll send it back to you, too.
Thank you, Maria. Memorial Day weekend in San Pedro is getting a major boost as LA Fleet Week returns to the Port of Los Angeles. They'll have two parties, the San Pedro Welcome Party and the Wilmington Welcome Reception. The celebrations will honor the visiting women and men of our nation's sea services. LA Fleet Week runs May 19th through the 25th with free public access all weekend long. It will also pay tribute, of course, a special one to America's 250th birthday.
4 crew members are safe this morning after 2 Navy jets collided mid-air during an air show in Idaho. Dramatic video right there. Investigators say the aircraft crashed Sunday during a performance at Mountain Home Air Force Base. 4 pilots, though, could be seen parachuting down, as you saw right there afterwards, after the collision. Officials also mentioned that no injuries were reported from any falling debris created by the crash.
The cruise ship at the center of the deadly hantavirus outbreak has docked in the Netherlands. The ship arrived in the port of Rotterdam, where it will undergo complete decontamination. Officials say hazmat teams boarded the ship as Dutch authorities set up quarantine units for the crew who can't return home yet. The ship's operator says no current crew members have symptoms. At least 11 hantavirus cases are tied to the outbreak. 3 passengers died. 18 Americans remain under observation in specialized U.S. facilities.
And despite recent outbreaks, demand for cruises may be picking up. Some experts say in the industry, a record number of people worldwide are still expected to head out to sea in 2026. An annual forecast by the Cruise Lines International Association released in mid-April estimated more than 38 million people plan to travel on a cruise ship this year. That's up 4% from last year. And last hour, we asked you, what extreme vacation would you try? All right, and here are the results. The majority of people, 36%, say stay in an Alaska igloo. I try all of that, so
of course you
all
would.
of it looks good to me.
I have to choose one?
Yeah, choose one.
Okay, I guess Alaska it is. I might hike Machu Picchu.
Yeah,
why not?
You got to train for it, though, in Peru. All right, well, Michelle in Van Nuys says the highest mountain I've ever climbed was Diamond Head on Oahu in Hawaii, and that was enough for me.
All right, Charlene Hammett, I regard them as the pit bull of the seas, misunderstood and scary. I happen to love them both. I'm guessing
the sharks.
Yeah, the sharks is what she's talking about.
And there's some docile sharks. They get a bad name from Hollywood, right? That's what I say. All right, keep voting and send us your comments and tell us why you voted the way you did. We'll be right back.
You guys are adventurous. You are.
Climb Mount. Mondays. We're starting off the week right.
We are.
A lot of jokes in here.
You do not have muffin on your face.
Thank you.
Was it good?
I literally was just eating muffin.
You were stuffing your face?
It was good. It was the Trader Joe's one.
It's in
the
your
one that we
teeth,
like.
though. I'm kidding.
I got you again.
Wait, the gluten-free one?
Yes.
I had one this morning. Which one did you have?
Like, I don't know. It looked like a blueberry muffin or
I
whatever
had the
it
chocolate
was.
one.
Oh, okay.
Trader Joe's gluten-free muffins, so good.
Yeah, so good.
They don't even taste gluten-free.
No, they taste so good. Anyway, that's why I said, do I have muffin on
You
my
don't.
face? Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's do a little bit of weather. How's that? A happy Monday to you two and a happy Monday to you. We have some gusty winds out there, sure, over the mountains like Mount Wilson, up in Big Bear, below the canyons and passes. We still have this offshore flow, which really did kick in this past weekend, and it did help fuel some fires, unfortunately, but they have it under control, which is good news. We've got some temperatures that are going to warm up today as a result of that offshore flow. We have a lot of sunshine already, so these winds will continue to be quite gusty till around 3 p.m. and it'll start to moderate. But high temperatures will definitely start to warm up beginning today into tomorrow and Wednesday, even Thursday, I think. But yesterday we warmed up to 72, which was below the average here in downtown LA. Today, getting up to around 78 for downtown. That's above the average of 74. Our sunset time is 7:50 later this evening. Here are the other highs we're expecting today. 81 in Santa Clarita, 82 Woodland Hills, 75 in Oxnard, 82 out there in Ontario and Corona, 84 in San Bernardino. And if it's still not warm enough, you can get to Palm Springs. The high there today, 89 degrees. I'll show you the rest of my forecast in the 7-day in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Maria, thank you. Now, fire officials are warning that hot and gusty windy conditions are raising the risk of fire across parts of Southern California.
Well, let's go to Mario right now with more on this from La Cañada Flintridge. Mario.
Hi, Roxy, Sandra, and you combine those strong winds with low humidity, and that's always a big concern for wildfires here in Southern California. And crews are bracing for that elevated fire danger continuing today. We're here at Fire Station 82 here in La Cañada Flintridge, and these crews actually just returned from the Corral fire with even more serious red flag warnings in place over the weekend. So take a look. We'll bring you back to that scene. The Corral fire here in the Antelope Valley, it broke out on Saturday. Around 160 acres burned, and at one point, shelter-in-place orders and evacuation warnings were issued as those strong winds helped push the flames. The National Weather Service reporting gusts up to 60 miles per hour in the Antelope Valley during that fire. And another brush fire Saturday, the Grand Fire, broke out just east of Lancaster. It grew to about 60 acres before forward progress was stopped. Neither of these fires are an active emergency this morning, but the National Weather Service says elevated fire weather conditions continue today, especially in areas like the Santa Clarita Valley, the 5 Freeway Corridor, and our local mountain communities. And Sumata, as well as Maria, have been tracking those conditions, that wind advisory in place through 3 o'clock this afternoon. And we're going to hear from LA County fire officials coming up at the top of the hour. For now, that's the latest here in La Cañada Flintridge. I'm Mario Ramirez. Sandra and Araxia, back to you.
All right, Mario, thank you. Now, if you're planning to vote in California's June primary, today is the last day to register to vote and receive a mail-in ballot for the June 2nd election. And voters will help decide key races, including California governor, Los Angeles mayor, and same-day voter registration will be available, allowing voters to cast a provisional ballot from May 19th to June 2nd. All right, foodies, take note. A big event is going on in Long Beach this week.
Well, Coco is live with more on Cambodian Restaurant Week. Hi there, Coco.
Hey there, Long Beach Cambodian Restaurant Week is truly something to celebrate. A lot of great restaurants involved in this annual event. It's the 4th year that it's been running, and I'm here with Don now, who is one of the organizers. And so tell us all about Cambodian Restaurant Week.
Yes, so Cambodian Restaurant Week, it's a week-long event from Sunday to Sunday from May 17th to May 24th. And it's an event where we celebrate our small businesses, our entrepreneurs in the community. And we also want to highlight our Cambodian chefs and creators or anyone that has ties to Cambodia so they can showcase their food and invite our community to come out and try Khmer food for the first time or, you know, whatever they would feel like eating.
Yeah, and Don, we were talking about how Long Beach has the largest Cambodian population outside of Southeast Asia, right?
We do, and second to Long Beach, we have Lowell, Massachusetts.
That's amazing. So cool. So this is definitely the place to come if you want to try Cambodian food. So we are at PS Fast Food 168. I want to bring in Lang now, who is the owner.
Hi.
So tell us about PS Fast Food 168, what you're known for.
The PS Fast Food, we have the beef with noodle soup and the oxtail noodle soup. We do the flavor like from the bone broth, we make that. And then the very popular, that's one that we do from Restaurant Week. I want to show people about the Quy Tiêu. Yeah, we know about the Khmer food. And then the oxtail beef noodle soup we eat with chak khoai, that they call that normally with the culture of Cambodian, they always eat it for breakfast, lunch. Yeah, they have to eat that. So, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Lang. This looks delicious as well, and this is a staple here in Long Beach. Definitely a restaurant that you should come and try, especially for Cambodian Restaurant Week. It started yesterday. It's going to run until Sunday, May 24th. So definitely something to support, especially because it's Asian American Pacific Islander Month as well. I'll send it back to you.
Must smell so good. Soup. Nice comfort food. All right, Coco, thank you.
All right, this is very cool. A fun indoor fun park, has opened in Downey.
Let's go to Brooke Thomas live at Fun Box with more. Hi there, Brooke.
Say fun one more time.
Hey there. Yes, it is actually incredibly fun. It's an incredibly fun box. And it's so much fun that I feel like it's okay to say it twice. I've been saying all morning that I feel like I dreamed this. Like when I was a child, you know, like it's one of the, you're like, oh, what would I love to invent? And this is it. And we haven't even gotten to the best part yet. Okay, but this is one of the party rooms. I just wanted to show it off for people. Look at that memory start here. It's really cool. You can have private birthday parties here. I believe you get an hour and a half, right?
With our birthday party, it's actually 2 hours, yeah.
You get 2 hours to enjoy yourself. There's this part. There is the arcade, which another thing that I also feel like I invented as a child, free play. You just press the button, no coins needed. Love that. And then there's, you know, the main attraction, right? Tell me about what happens in here.
So this is the party room. This is where we sing happy birthday. We bring Freddie, he sings with the kids. It's kind of a picture place, you know. So we set up here, we put their things away in the fridge, and then, you know, make sure that the kids have fun. But I would say this is mostly for parents just because the kids are always in the jumper.
There is, we have a lot of parents here. I have some of my friends who brought their kids to hang out in it because nobody wants to see me jumping around all morning long. You know what I mean? Like you want to see kids experience a kid thing, but there's one parent over here like in the cut hiding out, and I think he needs a breather. And so I understand it. Let's show them why. Okay. Okay. We're going into the fun box, right? Oh yeah. Are we having fun? Yeah. Gia, come here. Come over here. Oh, be careful. It's American Gladiators. Okay, talk to me. What's the best part about this place?
Bouncing around everywhere.
Everywhere? Yeah, and there's fun slides. What all have you done so far?
Jumping on the purple, fun air match thingy.
A lot of climbing.
Yeah, and I loved everything.
You loved everything. Hey, Fran, are you having fun?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Fran is having fun. Okay, and just in case people are watching for the first time this morning, we are in the middle of 17,000 square feet of bounce house.
Inflatable, yep. Here we are at our battle beams. We have a match going on right now, but it looks like Fran just got knocked off. But right behind
baby.
We also have slides back there. We have basketball. We have our ninja wall for climbing. And then right behind us, we have Marshmallow Mountain.
This place is really, truly massive. It's so much fun. It's been really fun watching the kids enjoy this all morning long. I'm going to send, oh no. Oh, I'm too sensitive to watch them fall off like that, okay? I'm going to send things back to y'all in the studio, and we're going to move to another area, okay?
Wow. Let the kids battle it out.
Yes. How are you doing with your balance?
My heart can't take it, okay?
It's like a good core workout.
I went down the slide a couple of times earlier, and I thought, I was like, oh, this is nothing. Why did I end up on the bottom, upside down, legs all, I'm like, okay, well, a little more serious than I thought. But no, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
It is fun, and it also wears them out, so then they can knock out.
That's right.
Shockingly, not enough. I'm like, well, we've been here since 8 o'clock. They're still going. I'm like, you guys don't need a break? You want some snacks, you know?
They love it. That's
good,
sure.
okay. Sky won. They were reporting live. Bye. Go Sky.
Thanks, guys. Thank you, Brooke. All right, now to an unusual crime story from Hollywood Boulevard. So police say a guy was using a large exotic snake or snakes to hustle tourists for money along the Walk of Fame. When Hollywood Vice officers actually approached, that suspect took off running, leaving his scaly sidekicks behind. Officers safely boxed up the snakes and handed them over to animal control.
The release of a new pocket watch led to huge lines and even fights at stores around the world. So check this out. A huge line in New York City. Some people were waiting hours to get their hands on the Royal pocket watch there. It's about $400. It's a collab between Swatch, remember that, and the luxury brand Piguet, whose timepieces usually start at $30,000. Crowds were so large that Swatch had to shut down more than 30 stores Saturday, including the Swatch store at the Westfield Topanga in Canoga Park. Some of the pocket watches are already hitting the sales market, the resale market, and some are going for upwards of $5,000.
Wow. My goodness. That line.
I know.
You know, it's already brought back its nostalgic Book It reading program. Well, now Pizza Hut is taking the classics a step further. According to several reports, the president of DeLand Corporation, which operates about 100 locations across the U.S., bringing back the old school decor to dozens of these locations, including the vinyl booths, the Tiffany-style lamps, as well as the salad bar and most famous plastic red cup. So far, people on social media appear to be on board and pretty excited about the changes. This comes months after Pizza Hut had announced it was closing 250 underperforming locations around the country.
All right, the Dodgers and Angels wrapped up their Freeway Series on Sunday, and it was a one-sided weekend, to say the least.
With the Dodger everywhere. Lines it right center, base hit. Hernandez scores, Rojas scores, Kim to third.
Shohei knocked in a couple of runs with that fourth inning hit. The Dodgers dominated all day long, winning 10-1. It completed a 3-game sweep in which they outscored the Angels 31-3. This was the first Subway Freeway Series win for the Blues, Boys in Blue, that is, since 2024, and had to be a big confidence boost for starter Roki Sasaki. He's been struggling this season, but on Sunday, he only gave up 1 run in 7 innings and struck out 8.
I thought today that he had command of the fastball, command of the split fork ball, and then mixing the slider when needed. And Dalton did a great job with him. They were in lockstep all game, and it was just great to see him be efficient and continue to do what he's telling everyone that he needs to do better. And he executed that.
He looked really good today. Obviously, it's really good momentum for him to carry forward, but at the same time, there's opportunities still for him to get even better. We know that's not his ceiling. We know what he just did is obviously the best we've seen up to this point. But I trust that guy's got a lot more in the tank, and I'm going to continue to push him.
The Dodgers will take on the Padres tonight in San Diego, and Angels host the A's.
The World Cup is now just a few weeks away and will affect host cities in so many ways, right?
Yep. For example, alcohol consumption is expected to rise up to 10%. Grady Trimble has that story.
Anheuser-Busch's flagship St. Louis brewery is humming 24/7, cranking out specialty-branded FIFA World Cup bottles and cans. Anheuser-Busch, by the way, is the official beer partner of the World Cup, and they are expecting a massive increase in sales because of the tournament. Their 9 facilities in the U.S. are running up to 2,000 cans per minute around the clock, cranking out branded Michelob Ultra, Stella Artois, and Neutral Vodka Seltzer with World Cup and U.S. men's national team logos on them. Analysts at Jefferies project people around the world will drink 1 billion more pints this year thanks to the World Cup.
We expect beer consumption, depending on the who you talk to grow between 6 and 10%. Nobody knows exactly what that number is, but we will be ready for more than 10. Let me put it that way.
Anheuser-Busch has been preparing for the tournament for 2 years, planning watch parties in host cities and making sure bars, restaurants, and grocery stores are stocked. The folks working on the canning and bottling lines say they are ready to meet the increased demand.
We're running up to, at any given time, 5,500 containers a minute of Michelob Ultra, some type of FIFA SKU, right? So, it's a lot of beer moving, a lot of the team involved in really bringing this to life and making it happen.
Beer sales have been falling in recent years. They were down about 2.5% last year, so the World Cup is a welcome boost for not just Anheuser-Busch, but the entire industry. In St. Louis, Missouri, Grady Trimble, Fox Business.
All right, well, we're talking booze. Ever heard of pickle-flavored beer? What do you think? Pabst Blue Ribbon and Grillo's Pickles have teamed up to create this limited edition pickle beer. They say it's bright, it's tangy, and packed with dill flavor. I guess what you would expect. You can find it at Walmart, Publix, Albertsons, and more. PBR even has a pickle beer finder online. So,
I sense a taste test.
I would try it.
Yeah, I think a little tart, a little salty.
You need some chips to go with that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Beer snack.
Long Beach Pride showed up in full force. This was Sunday, even after the city pulled the plug on the festival last minute. Thousands lined Ocean Boulevard yesterday as the 43rd annual Long Beach Pride Parade rolled on. But the celebration came with some frustration. On Friday, the city abruptly canceled the accompanying Pride Festival, saying organizers did not turn in required safety permits on time. Organizers, though, disputed that. People attended the Pride Parade, refused to let the setback ruin their good time. Let's listen.
I mean, mistakes were made, apparently, but it's not going to stop us from celebrating our Pride. Our community came out today. It was vibrant. It was fun.
The message was all about being kind to each other and loving each other.
Quality, love, and acceptance.
It's just like really nice to see like how gay and joyful Long Beach is.
And with the festival gone, the city and local businesses pivoted fast, hosting pop-ups, drag shows, and a packed after-party at Bixby Park.
A pretty wild scene caught on camera during a youth baseball game in Arizona. Take a look at this. A dust devil making its way around the infield, kicking up dirt all over the place. It caught all the players and parents off guard as they had to pause the game a bit until conditions were playable. Yeah, yikes, you can't play through that.
Oh my goodness, my eyes hurt just looking at that, right?
No.
Ooh. Players and fans at a baseball game in Santa Barbara got distracted by something happening high above the field.
Went out for Matt Chavez.
So you either take
more.
Yes.
Leg lifts. That's awesome.
Okay, this is actually, I'm impressed. This happened during a college game between UC Santa Barbara and Cal Baptist. A crane operator, as you see, was caught on camera getting in some cord leg lifts, wearing a hard hat, a vest, and boots. The broadcasters praised the guy for his dedication to fitness during downtime in his workday. That is a great ab workout, let me tell you.
Way to multitask. You know, a little break, a little ab work.
Yeah,
okay.
Good for him.
Nice. All right, Southwest Airlines has a new policy when it comes to traveling with robots. Yes, robots. The airline now says passengers cannot bring human-like or animal-like robots on board or check them as baggage. The change follows a recent incident where a humanoid robot named Stewie was brought on a flight from Las Vegas to Dallas. Southwest says all robots must now fit in a carry-on bag and meet battery safety rules.
I did not realize this was an issue.
Right, I know.
Like,
what would you do if like, you had a robot sitting next to you?
Well, how big are we talking? Like your size? That would be kind of freaky. Are we talking about a toy? I'm okay with that. I just didn't realize it was such an issue they had to address it, right?
Or robotic pets. Maybe that's a thing now.
I mean, I've seen those dogs.
Yeah.
Okay. In the meantime, travelers aboard one Southwest airline plane did not go hungry when their flight was delayed. It was long. They were frustrated because the ground traffic at Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport was having some issues, I guess. Instead, though, as you see, the pilot on Southwest offered some first-class hospitality, ordering pizza for the entire flight, and then went even further, serving every single passenger himself. Well, that's nice.
Customer service from the pilot, no less.
So they were able to deliver right up to the runway, huh?
Yeah. Did he go through TSA?
Right.
I want to know.
I want to know how that worked out.
And how much did he leave for tip?
Okay.
All right, as summer heats up, two major theater chains are bringing back discount movie days for families. Regal Cinemas is offering $1 kids movies starting June 1st.
That's a good deal.
Yes, with titles like Sonic the Hedgehog 3, The Wild Robot, great titles here, and K-pop Demon Hunters. Meanwhile, AMC Theaters is launching its $3 summer movie camp on June 22nd. Both programs run through August, giving families a cheap way to escape the summer heat.
So that's a great deal, but you know where you're going to end up spending all the money?
Snacks.
That's right.
Popcorn.
That's where they get you. All right, a new mural honoring labor and civil rights icon Dolores Huerta dedicated in a festive ceremony in downtown LA over the weekend. The 96-year-old honoree was there in person.
Robert Vargas, oh my gosh, what can I say? Who would ever think that you're going to have a big giant mural of yourself on the wall in Los Angeles?
When I was designing this piece, I wanted to create something new. We are all familiar with the images
of Dolores with the bullhorn and fist up in the air, and we love her for it. But I wanted to create a mural in a moment of pause, still exemplifying defiance and her larger-than-life voice, even in silence.
I love that. That's a really, I like that description. The piece is titled Walking into History, and you can find it at the historic Barclay Hotel on the north side wall.
That's beautiful.
And my gosh, Dolores is pretty amazing, isn't she?
She looks great.
She looks so good. Look at her styling.
96?
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
It is amazing, absolutely. And we congratulate her on that much-deserved mural, so we can remember and always remember what she went through to get us here. All right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about our weather. We've got the view here of Malibu. You got some surf rolling in. And we have the sunshine all the way to the coast now with this offshore flow. Look at the arrows coming from that northeasterly direction. This is that Santa Ana wind. It is gusty at times, and the wind advisory is in effect for portions of the mountains and the deserts until about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Notice as we put this computer model into motion how the marine layer does come back as we get into Thursday. It's really Wednesday night into Thursday when we'll see once again that onshore flow, and that will push in that cloud cover and a little bit more moisture. And we need that because it does help to just mitigate fire danger just a little bit. And that fire danger is with us again today. If you're headed to the beach, those 3 to 6 foot sets still rolling in for parts of Ventura County, maybe 3 to 5 LA County, 2 to 4 plus, occasionally 5 foot sets for Orange County and San Diego. Temperatures on the sand in the low 70s. Not much change out there on the sand or along the coast as we get into the holiday weekend coming up. 78 for downtown LA, warming up to the low 80s as you can see here, and then we'll cool it down slightly for the weekend, but it's still going to be above the average for the lot of sunshine. 82 in the valleys and the Inland Empire, getting close to 90 on Thursday, and then low mid 80s perhaps as we head into the holiday this weekend, Memorial Day holiday on Monday. 58 up in the Big Bear area, we'll get to those 70s. As you can see, by the end of the weekend to the weekend, a high desert 76 up to 91 on Thursday. And in the Coachella Valley, where it is warmer, we're talking about almost 90 degrees today, and then really jumping up to almost 100, 99 on Thursday. And we're going to hang on to that heat all the way through the upcoming holiday weekend for Monday, Memorial Day holiday. All right, stay with us. We are going to be right back after the break. He is inspiring. I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now with you. Sort of.
morning. It is 10 a.m. and here's some of the stories we're covering for you this morning.
It's really windy out there, and fire officials are warning that hot and gusty wind conditions, they're raising the fire risk across parts of Southern California.
Yeah, and for that we go to Mario live right now from La Cañada Flint Ridge with the warning. Hi there, Mario.
Yeah, that's right, Sandra. Roxy, high winds and low humidity. That's always a concern when it comes to wildfires. And I want to bring in Captain Aaron Caton. He is with LA County Fire because these crews have actually been very busy. They just came from another wildfire over the weekend, and they're on high alert here.
Absolutely. The crew here at Station 82 in La Cañada just got back this morning from the Corral fire up in Antelope Acres. And you can even see the dirt from the fire is still on the engine. They literally just got back. They're right now dealing with burnt fire hose behind the station.
So as we talk about these winds today, I know some parts of Southern California could be seeing gusts up to 50 miles per hour. What should people be looking out for who are in these prone areas?
So the number one thing that you should be looking out for right now, the big wind event was over the weekend, but the department is in the middle of our defensible space inspection program, which tasks all residents in fire hazard severity zones with clearing brush away from their homes. And what this does, this isn't to punish, this is a partnership. This is to allow people to better defend their homes in the case of a catastrophic wildfire coming through.
And we had talked about clearance, brush clearance. That's a big part of all this.
Yeah, it's huge. That's what the Defensible Space Inspection Program focuses on. It focuses on clearing away any combustible vegetation from the edges of the house, because we know that even a single ember sent over a mile can alight in brush and cause potentially devastating outcome.
And what do the resources look like when we do see these high wind events?
So when we do see these high events, we're always on the front end of upstaffing. For example, over the weekend, we had pre-deployed strike teams that were ready. So when the Corral fire broke out, they were on it immediately. And those ranged from engines to camp crews and helicopters. So we always are attentive to the weather, and we're ready to go, whatever the weather throws at us.
Yeah, Captain, thank you so much for talking to us. We had 2 wildfires over the weekend here in LA County, the Corral fire and the Grand Fire, both fully contained. But again, that elevated fire danger in some parts of Southern California remains today. For now, that's the latest here in La Cañada Flint Ridge. We'll send it back to you, Sandra and Roxia.
All right, Mario, thank you. And a fire burning on one of the Channel Islands off the coast of Santa Barbara is now at 10,000 acres and remains at zero containment. The fire's on Santa Rosa Island, the second largest of the Channel Islands, and it's known for its rugged, undeveloped terrain. National Park personnel stationed at the island were evacuated by helicopter. 2 historical buildings have been lost so far. Also under threat, 6 plant species that are native to the island are now not found anywhere else in the world. Firefighting efforts have been hampered by gale force winds and high seas. More assets are expected today as conditions improve. Authorities say the fire started when a man ran aground his sailboat and fired off flares. So you can see the smoke dispersion. This is NOAA weather animation right there. Smoke from the fire carried into the LA area yesterday. It's expected to hang around through Tuesday, according to the National Weather Service. And the island is now closed to visitors.
Some good news when it comes to California's water situation. State water managers are raising 2026 deliveries as reservoirs remain near capacity. Although California saw record heat in March that melted the snowpack early, April rain added more water to the rivers and reservoirs. The Department of Water Resources warns we need to use the stored water carefully because there is no backfill until next season.
Descanso Gardens begins work on a project this morning. It's a massive project to recapture water. The system at the La Cañada Flint Ridge site will capture up to 21 million gallons of stormwater a year before it ever reaches the storm drain. That water will be stored, filtered, and used to irrigate the gardens, replenish a wildlife lake, and fill fire hydrant connections. When it's done, it will cut reliance on outside water by 50%.
Another big project meant to recapture stormwater breaks ground today in Pacoima at the David M. Gonzalez Recreation Center. LA City officials will be on hand and say the project will help replenish the critically important San Fernando groundwater basin. This is one of 9 projects aimed to recapture about 950 million gallons of water each year.
Breaking news this morning, a suspect is in custody following a brief but tense standoff in Southgate.
Let's go to Gigi right now in Southgate with the story. Gigi.
And we've learned that this suspect was wanted for domestic violence. To be specific, he's accused of beating up his wife here on Sunday. We're on Elizabeth, not far from Duane, between Duane and Southern here in Southgate. This is the apartment building where the suspect lives and where he led police after a pursuit this morning. Take a look. Certainly some very tense moments as that suspect faced off with LAPD and Southgate officers armed with not one but two knives, a very large butcher knife and a switchblade, we're told. But the story really starts yesterday. That is when that alleged attack happened between the husband and the wife. The wife left to a relative's house. They reported it yesterday, but this morning she told police she woke up to threatening text messages from her husband, she said, saying he was going to kill her and he was going to kill anyone else that may be with her. So LAPD responded to the relative's house, which is in the Los Angeles area. They were there taking a police report when who shows up? The suspect. They tried stopping him. He didn't want to stop, and that's when the pursuit was on. At one point, LAPD calling it all off because it was simply too dangerous. All these kids were out and about going to school, and this guy was doing 50, 60 miles an hour in residential neighborhoods. He eventually, though, led them here to Southgate, to the apartment building where he left and where he lives, and the standoff was on, and you saw him there pacing erratically, going back and forth. Police believe this could have been an attempt to provoke them into shooting him in what's commonly known as suicide by cop. They did not. They just kept talking to him. At one point, he got into his gray Honda, though, and pointed the car right at them and was about to leave, but they had already laid down spike strips, so some flat tires stopped him. He got out. They took him into custody without anyone being hurt, thankfully. Now, the suspect has been taken to the hospital to be checked out. They believe he might have been altered. Again, they say he was acting very erratically. As for his wife, reportedly she's okay, but she is telling police that he beat her severely yesterday. Reporting live, I'm Gigi Gracia. Back to you.
The details just get so tragic. Yeah, more and more are finding out about it. All right, Gigi, thank you. Now, if you're planning to vote in California's June primary, today is your last day to register to vote and receive a mail-in ballot for the June 2nd election. Voters will help decide key races, including California governor and Los Angeles mayor. Same-day voter registration will be available, allowing voters to cast a provisional ballot from May 19th to June 2nd.
Reality TV star Spencer Pratt says he may leave Los Angeles for good, that is, if his mayoral campaign falls short. Pratt lost his home in the Palisades fire, and he says he will only rebuild if he wins the race. If not, he says he'll take his family and look for what he calls, quote, the last American dream someplace else. A recent poll by the Emerson College showing that Mayor Karen Bass is at #1 with 30% support, while Pratt follows in second place with 22%.
Breaking news out of New York City, where a judge just tossed out several pieces of evidence in the murder case against Luigi Mangione. He is the 28-year-old accused of shooting United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson back in 2024. The judge ruled several items, including a cell phone, passport, and computer found in Mangione's backpack when he was arrested, cannot be used by prosecutors in the case because of how this backpack was handled by police. Legal experts say today's decision is a win for the defense, but it's not expected to completely derail the prosecution's case.
This morning, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says it has increased monitoring and screening of travelers coming into the U.S. from areas impacted by the new Ebola outbreak. The World Health Organization says Africa's current Ebola outbreak in Congo and the neighboring Uganda is a global health emergency. Dozens of people are reported dead. The outbreak was first confirmed last Friday. It is being driven by a rare variant of the Ebola virus. There is no vaccine or approved therapy for this particular strain. There have been more than 300 suspected cases and around 88 deaths since the outbreak began.
And the cruise ship at the center of the deadly hantavirus outbreak has docked in the Netherlands. The MV Hondius arrived in the port of Rotterdam, where it will undergo a complete decontamination. Officials say hazmat teams boarded the ship as Dutch authorities set up quarantine units for the crew who cannot return home yet. The ship's current operator says no current crew members have any symptoms. At least 11 hantavirus cases are tied to this outbreak, and 3 passengers have sadly reportedly died. 18 Americans do remain under observation in special U.S. facilities.
Lawmakers in the U.S. House of Representatives drafting legislation that would slap a new tax on EV owners to pay for road repairs. The bipartisan legislation in the House would require the drivers of EVs to pay $130 fee every year to pay for road repairs. Hybrid owners would be charged $35 annually. The House currently working on a 5-year highway bill expected to cost more than $500 billion. Most revenue for federally funded road repairs comes from gas tax, which EV owners do not pay.
A parade of empty Waymo vehicles take over a neighborhood in Atlanta. Look at this. It happened last week, causing confusion and frustration for neighbors there. The viral video shows multiple Waymos driving down the street, back and forth, circling a cul-de-sac, driving back up. Neighbors say they saw 50 driverless cars go up and down their block. Waymo says this was caused by an apparent routing error while those Jaguar SUVs were waiting for ride calls. Waymo apologized to neighbors and stated it has already adjusted its routing software with its fleet partner to correct the behavior.
And despite hiccups like that one, Elon Musk says he expects fully self-driving cars to be rolling nationwide by next year. Musk spoke to a tech conference in Israel via video link this morning. His robo-taxi service currently being used in Austin, Dallas, and in Houston. Some of those who have used the service reported issues with long wait times and drop-off locations far from the intended destination. Musk dismissed the growing pains and predicted 10 years from now, 90% of all driving will be done by AI in a self-driving car, and it will become a, quote, niche thing to actually drive your own car.
Wow.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Like complete flip it right now,
Right.
how things are.
Just like now, it's very unique if you can drive manual or stick
That's
shift,
so
right? You
wild,
never
yeah.
see those cars
Yeah.
around. Okay, interesting. So President Trump has a new warning now for Iran this morning as two countries hit a diplomatic deadlock. The president says time is running out for a deal.
As Dex later reports, U.S. forces still in position to resume strikes on the regime.
The tentative ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran may still be holding, but both sides appear to be bracing for this conflict to reignite. Iranian state media showing citizens in weapons training, preparing for what may come next. We have come with our family. We have even brought our grandchildren, this woman said. And over the weekend, a drone struck a nuclear plant in the UAE. From President Trump, another warning on Truth Social. For Iran, the clock is ticking, he wrote, and they better get moving fast or there won't be anything left of them. Time is of the essence.
And he's given them 5+ weeks to come forward with something. And obviously what they were doing, their objective was, I think, to delay, not to make a deal.
You're not going to get a deal with this crowd until you hurt them more.
The president still has support from Iran hawks on Capitol Hill to press ahead with new attacks.
I think they're trying to wait us out. I think they're playing games. And in the words of the president, I think they're crazy.
But the White House has to balance that with public perception and rising energy prices at home. And one Democrat questioned the president's partnership with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Prime Minister Netanyahu said that he'd been waiting 40 years for somebody to go to war with him in Iran. He found a president stupid enough to do it.
Axios reports that the president will meet with his national security team tomorrow to talk about military options for Iran. In Washington, I'm Doug Lusader, Fox News.
All right, let's talk about weather now. Meteorologist Maria Quaban. We've got the clouds that are dissipating as we speak. We started out with that cloud cover. It was patchy, but it had extended inland, and now the offshore flow, those Santa Ana winds, have really scoured out the clouds, and we're seeing lots of sunshine. The winds are not too strong here locally. At the coast, it's a little bit stronger, but looking at Sandburg right now, that drive through parts of the 5, we're looking at 35-mile-per-hour winds. Those wind gusts are much stronger out towards Rapids, Camarillo, 18 to 20 miles per hour. The mountains and the deserts primarily will be getting some of those stronger wind gusts, especially also below the canyons and passes. So that will continue through today. Those wind alerts will be in place until 3 o'clock this afternoon. This ridge of high pressure will strengthen, and that is what's going to help give us the offshore flow, and then it'll weaken just in time for the upcoming holiday weekend. We do have the unofficial start to the summer season coming up this Monday, Memorial Day holiday, and we will cool the temperatures down slightly, but you know what? It's still going to be above average. So it's going to be in that perfect zone for whatever you have planned this coming long holiday weekend. Right now, we're looking at temperatures mostly in the 60s. We've got low 70s here in Woodland Hills, 70 in Oxnard, 67 in Ontario. It's 44 currently in Big Bear to that 77 in Palm Springs. High temperatures today will get up to around 89 in Palm Springs. Out towards the high desert, 76. The mountains eventually 58 in Big Bear. Downtown LA today warmer than yesterday. We'll get to that 78 degrees. 82 in the valleys and the Inland Empire to the low 70s with mostly sunny skies along our shore. I'll show you the 7-day forecast coming up in just a few moments. But first, let's talk about the traffic. Yes, Good Day LA traffic is brought to you by My Home Sold. And we do have much better moving traffic now. We're going to zoom in to one of our live traffic cameras here. We're going to go to the 91. The eastbound 91, that's this side of the freeway here. There's still some volume on the road, but it is moving nicely. This is at the 55, and it does look good, no delays there. Here are the drive times coming in and out of downtown LA. On that West 10, going towards Santa Monica between 5 to the 405, just 24 minutes. That's pretty good. Northbound 110 between the 405 to the 10, 16 minutes. And on that West 60, between the 57 to the 5, 24 minutes. Here's some other traffic hotspots.
Hello, I'm Adrian Hernandez with MyHomeSold.com, and we want to buy your house cash. We save you money with no commissions, no fees, no repairs, for free, no obligation, as is cash offer. Go to MyHomeSold.com.
A U.S. Air Force show in Idaho takes a scary turn as two fighter jets collide mid-air. Four Navy pilots ejected, as you saw right there, moments before the jets hit the ground in a fiery crash. Thankfully, all of them are found safe and are in stable condition. The cause of the collision is under investigation.
Memorial Day weekend in San Pedro getting a major boost as LA Fleet Week returns to the Port of Los Angeles. They will have two parties, the San Pedro Welcome Party and the Wilmington Welcome Reception. The celebrations will honor the visiting men and women of our nation's sea services. LA Fleet Week runs May 19th through the 25th with free public access all weekend long. It will also pay special tribute to America's 250th birthday.
Long Beach Pride showed up in full force Sunday, even after the city pulled the plug on the festival at the last minute. Thousands lined Ocean Boulevard yesterday as the 43rd annual Long Beach Pride Parade rolled on. But the celebration did come with some frustration. On Friday, the city abruptly canceled the accompanying Pride Festival, saying organizers did not turn in required safety permits on time. Organizers, though, disputed that. People attending the parade refused to let the setback ruin their good time.
I mean, mistakes were made, apparently, but it's not going to stop us from celebrating our pride. Our community came out today. It was vibrant. It was fun.
The message was all about being kind to each other and loving each other.
Quality, love, and acceptance.
It's just like really nice to see like how gay and joyful Long Beach is.
With the festival gone, the city and local businesses pivoted fast, hosting pop-ups, drag shows, and a packed after-party at Bixby Park.
A new mural honoring labor and civil rights icon Dolores Huerta dedicated in a festive ceremony in downtown LA over the weekend. And the 96-year-old honoree was there in person.
I want to thank all of you so much. Robert Vargas, oh my gosh, what can I say? Who would ever think that you're going to have a big giant mural of yourself on the wall in Los Angeles?
When I was designing this piece, I wanted to create something new. We are all familiar with the images of Dolores with the bullhorn and fist up in the air, and we love her for it. But I wanted to create a mural in a moment of pause, still exemplifying defiance and her larger-than-life voice, even in silence.
The piece is titled Walking into History. You can find it at the historic Barclay Hotel on the north side wall.
It's the world's largest Cambodian community, anywhere outside of Cambodia itself. And Long Beach is celebrating that culture in a delicious way this week.
Let's go to Coco, making her way around the city for Cambodian Restaurant Week. Where are you at now, Coco?
Hey there, Cambodian Restaurant Week is underway and we are here at Sophie's Cambodian Town Food and Music. The food is delicious and I'm really drawn to all of these vegetables, Sophie. You were telling me about the health benefits.
Yes. Today I'm going to present a couple dishes. First one is called Nhom Sdao. Nhom Sdao, the reason why I picked this dish is because Sdao is very important for health benefit. So actually it's a wild grow in Cambodia. So right now it's very limited to find it. So, but this is Nhom Sdao. And then next dishes I have is a salmon, grilled salmon with green mango, and the sauce, green mango, and also tamarind sauce. So also presented style also. It goes very well with each other. It works out very, very good. Yeah. So I also present beef skewer. Sophie Restaurant actually is very, very popular. Every single customers come in, they would not miss I would say beef skewer. So we serve with papaya salad, pickled papaya salad. So of course we use a lot of variety of herbs, curry paste like lemongrass, galanka, kaffir leaf, garlic, shallot, you name it, it's all there. And our specialty here also very, very famous is amok. Amok is more like a national dishes in Cambodia. So it's a lot of flavor into it. We simmer it with this one is catfish fillet. So yeah, it's melt in your mouth actually if you. And green bean, moringa leaf, little eggplants, big Chinese eggplants. So, and we also use grung for that also. A lot of, like I said, we use a lot of lemongrass, and almost all these dishes here we use similar paste, but just a little bit. Just one or two items are different. So, yeah, and thank you very much. And I hope that everybody gives Sophie a try, and let me know. Thank you.
Absolutely, because you were saying a lot of this food, it can heal you too, right?
Yes, correct. All this food that I have mostly are, I use organic, actually, organic herbs. So that way, like, particularly style, if you have a fevers, if you can just eat it, and then the temperature will go down. So, and I'm sure all other herbs is also benefit to health.
I love that. Thank you so much, Sophie. It's such a beautiful spread. And I want to get over here to Don as well. So, Don, you're one of the organizers. Just tell us about Cambodian Restaurant Week and why it's so important.
Yes, so Cambodian Restaurant Week, it's a week-long event from May 17th to May 25th. And the reason why it's important is we have a lot of these small businesses in our community, you know, especially our Cambodian-owned restaurants. They have these rich flavors that people aren't familiar with. And so we want everyone and invite them to come out to try Cambodian and Khmer food for the first time. And those who are familiar to come out and, you know, try it out for a second time.
I love that. Thank you so much, Don, as well. Definitely come and support Cambodian Restaurant Week. It kicked off yesterday, and it's going to run until Sunday, May 24th. I'll send it back to you.
Looks delicious. I love all those vegetables.
Yeah.
So healthy.
Very
all right,
colorful.
Coco. Thank you. I'm hungry now.
We'll be right back. Me too. I'm always hungry, though.
All right, welcome back. I'm meteorologist Maria Quaban, ready for a warm and dry week ahead. Yeah, no rain in the forecast. However, just a few changes, subtle changes with our temperatures. Today, we're going to start a little bit of that warm up because of the offshore flow. So those winds coming out of the northeast, prompting the National Weather Service to issue that wind alert. So we still have a wind advisory that is in effect until 3 p.m. Then we'll start to cool things down as we get into the upcoming holiday weekend. But yesterday was 72 degrees for downtown LA. You can see we're all over the calendar here with some red boxes, blue boxes. So we had some hot days, some cool days, and today we'll likely add a red box as we are expecting 78. That's going to dip above the rise rather above the average of 74. Our sunset time later this evening at 7:50. So just gets pushed later and later by a minute each day. Here's the wind advisory in effect. All of our mountain locations here, some of our deserts, especially as you head up the north, 5 north towards Bakersfield, the San Joaquin Valley. We do have not just the winds and dry conditions, but we also have those red flag warnings. We have some larger surf rolling in, but it is on its way down, so that's the good news. Still, though, near 3 to 5+ feet. 82 in Woodland Hills today, 81 in Santa Clarita, 82 in Ontario, 82 in Corona, 58 in Big Bear, to ultimately later this afternoon around 89, close to 90 in Palm Springs. It will get warmer, though, as we get to midweek. I'll show you those temperatures in my 7-day in just a couple minutes. Back to you.
All right, Maria, thank you. Happening today, the LAPD kicks off its Click It or Ticket campaign to make sure drivers are buckled up and children are in car seats. Officers will be looking for drivers and passengers who are not wearing seatbelts and children who are not secured in car seats or the appropriate seats for their age. More than 10,000 people killed in crashes in the United States were not wearing a seatbelt, according to the latest figures from 2023. This year's Click It or Ticket campaign runs until May 31st.
Also happening today, opponents of the proposed Dodger Stadium gondola project are planning to rally in Chinatown. Today is the deadline for public feedback, but activists say the state's portal for public comment is difficult to navigate and may violate disability access laws. Advocates want the state to fix the site, extend the comment window, and add in-person ways for the public to be heard.
And today, Orange County officials will release the results of the 2026 point-in-time homeless count. The count was conducted over 3 days in late January. The last county-wide count in 2024 showed a nearly 28% increase in homelessness, with more than 7,300 people unhoused.
President Trump is dropping his $10 million lawsuit against the IRS. The president filed that lawsuit earlier this year, accusing the Internal Revenue Service of leaking his tax returns from his past presidency, showing he paid little or no taxes in many years. In return for dropping the suit, the administration creating a nearly $2 billion fund to compensate allies of the president who believe they were mistreated by the Biden administration. Democrats and government watchdogs immediately pledged to fight what they call a corrupt resolution designed to create a slush fund for President Trump and his cronies. Excuse me. I do have some good news for Shakira in her tax fraud case in Spain. The court there ordered the government to repay the singer more than $64 million in wrongly imposed fines. The decision follows years of tax troubles for the Colombian singer. It all stems from a dispute over tax year 2011. Spanish officials claimed she spent 163 days in the country, which made her a resident. However, the residency law is actually set at 183 days. In total, Shakira will now get more than $70 million due to interest.
Wow. Right, a big win there.
Big win.
A major bank has settled a class action lawsuit over accusations it was adding excessive ATM fees at some 7-Eleven stores. Bank of America has agreed to a settlement for more than $2 million after a lawsuit accused the bank of charging customers 2 out-of-network fees for a single balance inquiry request. This allegedly occurred at certain 7-Eleven ATMs from May 2018 to November 2021. Bank of America has denied any wrongdoing in this, and current Bank of America account holders will get an automatic payout for an unknown amount, so check your balances there. Previous account holders will need to file a claim. And Amazon faces a lawsuit over high costs linked to tariffs. Consumers are seeking refunds for costs they say were passed on to them as a result of global tariffs imposed by President Trump last year. The Supreme Court ruled the tariffs were unlawful, but some consumers argue Amazon collected hundreds of millions of dollars in tariff costs through increased prices before the Supreme Court's ruling.
Southwest Airlines setting a new policy when it comes to traveling with robots. Robots, that's right. The airline now says passengers cannot bring human-like or animal-like robots on board or check them as baggage. The change follows a recent incident where a humanoid robot named Stewie was brought on a flight from Las Vegas to Dallas. Southwest says all robots must now fit in a carry-on bag and meet battery safety rules.
Meantime, travelers aboard one Southwest Airlines plane did not go hungry when their flight was delayed. Look at this. Passengers were stuck with a long and frustrating wait due to ground traffic at Reagan National Airport in Washington, D.C. But that's when the pilot served up some first-class hospitality, ordering pizzas for the entire flight, and he even served every passenger himself. Wow, what a guy. What a
guy. I also, it has not... It has not gone unnoticed that we just did a please don't check your robots story for a flight. Like, welcome to 2026.
I know.
That's right.
I will take the pizza, though. I mean, that is better than a lot of the food that they have available.
Very true.
Good morning, ladies.
Hi.
Entertainment sponsored by Yamava Resort and Casino. All right, come on. The world is a vampire. Yeah,
it is.
And despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage.
Oh, sorry. Totally.
You were looking for who is the Smashing Pumpkin?
No.
Did you guys? Are you guys pumpkin heads?
That's a good one. That despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage.
I know you are because you had a late night.
I did have.
Well, actually, not so late.
Yeah, not so late.
Not so late.
Actually, over 30 years of smashing hits from the Smashing Pumpkins, and now the iconic band is gearing up for a big tour, and they celebrated it with a moderately timed, which I thought was great, a 6 p.m. concert, a secret concert in Hollywood.
A secret.
The band played for about 90 minutes. Chicken soup for my millennial soul. The invitation said wear black because it started with a faux funeral in the lobby. Morning Zero. Zero is, of course, one of their earlier hits from their album. It's so exciting because they are kicking off this tour to celebrate 3 decades of hits, and you can catch them November 12th right here in our city in LA at the Kia Forum. And
How does one get a secret invitation? That is what I want to know.
It's really
to be somebody.
Apparently, somehow I made Live Nation's mailing list. But to be 100% honest, we were going to just send a camera, and I was going to talk about it today, but then some things our planning changed. So the news desk reached out to me yesterday, and they said, hey, Amanda, we're not going to be able to send a camera. Would you and your husband should just go and get some video on your iPhone. So I did film a lot of horizontal video, by the way. Just want to put that out there.
Horizontal.
Yeah, but I did put some verticals for my own TikTok and social media, but I looked at him yesterday. We were tired. We were running a lot of errands. And I said, do you want to go see the Smashing Pumpkins at a secret concert? And he goes, yeah.
Just when you say the word secret already.
Yeah. And what's the crowd? Just industry people? Or?
It seemed like industry people, friends of the band, their management team, maybe some Live Nation staff. But I asked my husband last night, too, to co-sign that there was about 100 of us.
That's
awesome.
Pretty amazing.
Private show,
special.
basically.
Right. It did. It felt intimate at the Hollywood Legion Theater. And as someone who now can say that I've experienced them live and up close for 90 minutes, I can tell you they sound great live. I can't wait for their concert to kick off so that you all can experience the Rats in a Cage tour. Yeah. Speaking of music, now you know the lyrics to this. Started from the bottom.
Now we're here.
That's right. You did it.
Last week was better.
Last week, up. I said start from the bottom. Now we up.
That's a different song.
But we are up.
So much better.
We are here thanks to Drake.
What I'm saying, outside is back to what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it was Drake's world. We're just living in it over the weekend. He has become the most streamed artist on Spotify for 2026. 2026 is not even over yet, but they're already crowning him with that. In a single day, though, in a single day is pretty phenomenal. This comes after dropping not one, not two, but 3 new albums at once. The big weekend releases included Iceman, Habibti, and Maid of Honor. These new albums are Drake's first release in 2 years. While Spotify isn't out with some exact numbers yet, the milestone proves that millions of fans are keeping Drake in their rotation. Do you have Drake in your playlist? On your
my
playlist?
YouTube list.
And your
YouTube. I do have him on my YouTube.
I'm gonna sit with you one day.
Okay.
And we're gonna start with Apple Music. I'm gonna make you a playlist.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
For you.
No, it would be fun for me. Instead of you having to load, and please tell me you at least have the premium subscription for YouTube. Wow, we're listening to ads too. Roxy.
I skip it.
Roxy, some things you're like, you know, no nonsense about, but that one,
I know.
we're gonna have to do it. Yeah.
Anyway, but enough about me.
We'll be right back.
Spotify.
Yeah. We could share.
All right, new work week, new school week, although the school days are numbered for the kiddos, so that's good news for you. We've got an area of low pressure, well, maybe not for parents, because I have to find something for them to do right this summer. But right now we're looking at an offshore flow. We're kind of sandwiched in between this area of low pressure that's bringing a blast of winter a little bit over the Rockies. Higher pressure offshore, so that difference in pressure pushing that northeasterly wind our way. And it has actually cleared out the cloud cover. That's the good news, and that will help to warm us up today, tomorrow, tomorrow into Wednesday. And then as Thursday arrives, we will start to see a little tiny bit of a cool down, but it's just going to cool off just enough to be slightly above the average. I consider that kind of the perfect zone. There's the computer model. Notice the arrows are coming from that northeasterly direction. So that's the offshore flow, a little bit of that Santa Ana wind left over today into tomorrow. And then watch how it changes a little bit on Wednesday night, Thursday. We get a return of the marine layer. So it's a little bit more of an onshore flow, and that sea breeze will help to cool us down just a little bit. We'll get some moisture from the marine layer, which is good because that will help to mitigate fire danger just a little bit. But that fire danger is with us, and anytime we get a little bit of wind, that does elevate the fire concerns. If you're headed to the beach, 3 to 6 foot sets. Ventura County beaches, 3 to 5 LA. Orange County, San Diego, a little smaller, 2 to 4, occasionally 5 foot sets. There's not much change in the temperatures along our coast. 71 today, maybe near that tomorrow into the upcoming holiday weekend. Downtown LA, 78 today. So that's warmer than yesterday and certainly above the average. We'll stay in the low 80s here through Thursday, and then we'll cool it off a bit going into the weekend, which is going to be in the 70s, but still slightly above the average with sunshine in the afternoon. 82 for the valleys and the